Hi, everybody. Welcome to Royal High Priestess Pisces. Sorry, everybody. I have been busy doing a lot of things. I haven't did a couple of videos in a couple of days, so I apologize to you guys. But I wanted to talk to you guys. I asked the spirit guys what did they want me to talk about to you guys today, and the topic that they chose today for you guys was to get unstuck. Because apparently, there's a lot of you guys that are continually keeping yourself stuck in the same cycle and not letting go of people, places, and things that are no longer serving you, which is hindering you from moving forward into your life purpose. So, we're going to talk about that today. I'm going to be talking about how I got unstuck out of my situation, uh, particularly from a relationship, because it may be a lot of you out there that are stuck in toxic relationships that you need to let go. And you have to have the faith and the courage within yourself to let it go, because it is hindering your life right now. And if you don't get unstuck, you are going to continue to stay stuck in the same cycle with the same people, the same job, the same environment, all of the above. So you need to get out of the situations that you feel that you cannot get out of. We all can get out of situations. You may not see the light at the end of the tunnel, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just need the correct guidance and the help to get out of these situations. And if you need help, you need to reach out to people that can help you get out of these situations. Because I know a lot of you, because you feel that you have children or you don't have the finances to get out of a situation, it is keeping you stuck there. Or someone is threatening you and threatening your life, so you won't leave. And those type of situations, let me tell you, are the most toxic situations that you can be in. And if you have children, that is not a good environment for your children. And a lot of you need to think about your children when you are staying in situations that are impacting your children, because your children are watching what is going on. So you have to be mindful of that. And your children are watching you. Are you a weak person, or are you a courageous person? You are strong enough to get out of the situations that you feel that you are stuck in. So I'm going to talk about a situation um, a lot of ladies may be in, and that's toxic marriages and toxic relationships. If you are in a toxic relationship, if someone is belittling you, making you feel less of yourself, someone that does not support your dreams, someone that doesn't uplift you, someone that only is using you for their own personal benefit, those are the type of situations that you need to get out of now. If not, you are going to continue to stay in that cycle and you are not going to move forward in life. There is always help out there. Never think that you are alone. You are not alone. There is a lot of us, especially us older ones, we have been through these type of situations, and we can assist you in getting out of those situations. But you need to reach out to us to allow us to help you to get out of these karmic cycles that you continue to keep yourself stuck in, which is going to reflect upon your children at some point. So I was in a toxic marriage, um, but because of family, and that's another thing. Family is toxic as well. You cannot go on what your family says. Like, I stayed stuck in my situation for a long period of time because, my family was like, you have kids by him. You need to stay in that, stay for the children's sake. And so for a long time, I stayed in the situation. And because, I thought I was doing the right thing by my children and staying in this toxic, abusive, physically, mentally, uh, toxic relationship. I was being abused physically. I was being mentally abused as well. I was being cheated on. I was being lied to. But I continued to stay in the situation. Although I was also the breadwinner in the family because he chose to spend his time elsewhere out of the home with other females. So, I felt that I was doing the right thing at the time. And, I kept supporting him, kept supporting the family, kept supporting the kids. He also did not pay any attention to the children. If you are with someone and you have children by someone and they're not paying attention to the children, and they're with you, said, oh, I love you, they come home and they love bomb you, or they take you shopping every now and then, and you keep bowing down to them. That is a toxic relationship. You need to learn to get out of that toxic relationship. You have to get out of it because it is not healthy. It is not healthy for your mind, body, and soul. And like I said, it is not healthy for your children. So you need to have the courage and strength to get out of that situation. And once you do, you will feel so liberated once you get out of that situation. But as you're going through that situation, no, it is not easy to get out of that situation. I can tell you how I got out of the situation. I got me a job. Well, I always worked. I was the breadwinner. And I went away for a little while. Thankfully, at the time, um, I went away for training for a job. And I had to go away for a while, so I went away for like 3 months. And during that 3 month period of time, I was able to soul search. And I know some of you're not fortunate enough to do that, but you are fortunate enough to find time and space within your home, your environment. Go to the park, go to the beach, go out in nature, and do it every day. Do it every day. Talk to your spirit guides, talk to your angels, talk to the divine, talk to God, and ask them to help you get out of the situation. And I was lucky enough to, be able to go do that for a 3 month period of time. And in the meantime, I had my girlfriends of mine, I said, watch my house because, I knew he was going to be doing something. So I said, watch my house. And while, I was gone, they were reporting back to me, oh, yeah, he's, this is going on, that's going on, women coming in and out of my house and all this stuff. And my kids looking a hot mess. And, he wasn't doing anything with them. So anyway, so what I did was I planned ahead of time. And that's what you do. You plan ahead of time. Keep it quiet. Keep it to yourself. You plan it ahead of time. Plan your moves, okay? Strategically. That's what you do. You plan your moves strategically. For you women with kids, you can go get housing. Okay, you can go get Section 8 housing. You can go get public housing. There is resources out there for you. So there is no excuse for you not to get unstuck. Okay, yes, it may be difficult at first, but you will get through it. So what I did was I strategically planned my moves. I think I was in the second month. I flew back home the second month, and then the second month that I flew back home, I went and got an apartment. I got me a whole nother apartment. So, and then try to be nice about it. I'm gonna tell y'all, how I did it, so y'all can plan strategically. But you got to get unstuck. Okay, quit being in these toxic karmic situations and stop trying to hold on to somebody that don't want you. Okay, if that man don't want you, he out there cheating on you, he out there bringing you STDs and all this stuff, let him go. Okay, he does not want you no more. Okay, it's over. Get over it. Suck it up. It's over. Okay, and you don't want to be around somebody that doesn't want you. Why would you want to be around somebody? You're downgrading and belittling yourself if you stay in that situation. He apparently showed you that he does not want you. And that was my situation. He showed me that he did not want me. So I said, okay. So anyway, so let me go back to my story. So what I did, like I said, the second month I went home and I got me an apartment. And then the third month, the final month of my training with my job, I came back home. And around the time it was around Christmas time, and I didn't want to, tell him at that point that I was leaving him. I didn't want to tell him we were married, so I didn't want to tell him that because it was Christmas time, and I didn't want to, ruin the kids' Christmas. So I said, okay, I'll wait. So I waited to after Christmas, and then after Christmas came, I told him, look, I said, I'm leaving you. Um, and at the time, thankfully we didn't own anything. Thank God for that. But even if you do own things, okay, sometimes the materialistic is not worth your life and your freedom and your happiness. And a lot of you guys out there are so materialistic. All you want is money and looks and the clothes and the house because you want to look better than the next person, not knowing that if you continue to stay in that toxic situation, you're going to lose everything anyway. Okay, at some point, you're going to lose it. So get out now. And then when you do get out, the universe, the Holy Spirit, God will see and that you got out of that toxic situation, and then they will bless you. You will be blessed. They will take care of you. So you have to have the, the courage to get out. So anyway, so I told him I was leaving him, and he was not happy. He was not happy. He continually he harassed me, continued to abuse me. Um, I still have the scars on my body to this day, but I'm very healed, and this is why I'm able to share my story with a lot of you out there because a lot of you are going through this right now, and you need to hear my story because a lot of women and men feel like they have to stay in these toxic situations, but you do not. You do not have to stay in these toxic situations. You need to get yourself unstuck and get out of them. So anyway, so what I did, I told him, like I said, he wasn't happy. But I told him, I said, look, we can split up the furniture, because I'd be mindful. I do have, at the time I had two small boys. So I said, be mindful of that. And so what I started to do, I started staying away so he could get used to me not being there. Of course, that didn't work out well. So finally, uh, the day came. The day came where I was out and I didn't come home until like late. And of course, he was locking me out of the bedrooms and locking all the doors and all that stuff. So I said, you know what? I had a whole apartment that I was paying for like 2 months already. He didn't even know. Okay. So like I said, you got to be strategic about your moves. Plan ahead of time. Okay. That's what it takes. Plan ahead of time. So anyway, so what I ended up doing, um, I came home and he kept me up all night. When I say he kept me up all night, he kept me up all night long until he had to go to work. And I was up all night long, because he just kept harassing me and all trying to love bomb me to keep me there and all this. He was trying his best, and I was like, no, I'm out of here. It was 11 years of toxicity, and um, and 22 children. Okay, I had two. So you do the math. He had 22 children. So if a man is outgoing, having children on you, and then he's coming back and lying to you, and then you're finding out that that is his child, get out of it. Because let me tell you another uh, caveat to that. Let me tell you about this. If you are with him, okay, and you marry him, and he does not pay child support, that child support is going to come out of your paycheck. So you be mindful of that, okay, women and men out there. So if you are with somebody, let me explain it again. If you are with somebody and you marry them and they have other children, and come tax time, if he doesn't pay the proper child support, that's going to come out of your taxes, the money that you work for, that for children that aren't even yours. So you better be mindful of that. So I was thankful. Once I found that out, I was like, oh my God, I'm glad I got out of that situation because they weren't coming after my money for his children. That I had nothing to do with it. But, granted, I did raise some of his children. I did. I raised, the little ones, that were before mine. I did raise them. And they love me because their mothers, some, that's a whole other story. But anyway, I went, and when he went to work, I went and I got my girlfriends. I said, let's get a U-Haul today. I said, I'm leaving today. I said, I don't care if I had no sleep, nothing. I'm leaving today. So that's exactly what we did. I went and got a U-Haul. I packed all my stuff up, me and my girlfriends and the kids within 4 hours. Okay. This is what we did within 4 hours. Okay. So when he got home, oh, he had the shock of his life. I was gone. I was gone for good. You will never see me again, ever. Well, so I thought. That's when the harassment started, okay? He found out like a week later where I lived at and came. I'm sitting on the couch, in my new place, all nice, and I had it all furnished and, looking good and all of that. Oh, that was even worse. So he thought he could just come over my house and bust open my front door. And I had gave the neighbors a forewarning. I said, look, if you hear anything, I just left my husband and he may come over here. And if you do hear something, call the police. And that's exactly what my neighbors did. They heard him bust down my door. And he threw my phone. I was on the phone and he threw it in the wall. So then the police came and the police kindly told him, no, you need to leave. This is her house and don't come back on this property. Well, that's when more harassment started. So the harassment started. He started calling my job every day. Yeah, he started messing with my car because he was a mechanic. So he started disconnecting my battery cables and he flattened all my tires. And at the time, I had a BMW. So you know how expensive that is. Okay, with the nice rims on it and all that. So you know how expensive that is. So he was trying to hit me in the pockets as well, not thinking that I got 2 kids to take to school. I got 2 kids to feed. So this is why I'm explaining all this to you young ladies and men out there. Get out of these toxic relationships or it's going to end up spiraling out of control like my situation did. So what I eventually did, I tried to work with him, because he wasn't giving me any support, anything like that. I tried to work with him, try to let him see the kids while I was at work, and then, let the babysitter, he could come over and get him when the babysitter was there. And what he did, started coming in my house and putting iron marks on my floor, putting iron marks, more damage to my property. So he kept damaging my property. And then if I would go out somewhere, I'm sitting there, talking to an individual, just having a friendly conversation. He would come stand right next to me. And this individual's like, who was that? I'm like, that is my ex-husband. Well, my husband at the time. I hadn't left him. Oh, I left him, but we were still married. And he kept, you know, interfering with anybody that I would talk to. So then I would go out to my car again. All my tires flat on my car. Okay. So, and then my car is keyed up as well. Key in my car, flatten my tires. Then I'm like, okay. So then I said, all right, I'm going to take a vacation and I am going to find me another state to move in because after 6 months of harassment, I couldn't take it no more. And I'm explaining this to you young ladies out there because y'all need to understand what you are dealing with right now. You need to get out of these toxic karmic relationships or you're going to keep going in the same cycle. You're going to keep going because they're going to do whatever they can to keep you there. So what I eventually, like I said, ended up doing, I ended up taking time off of work. I said, look, I need to go on vacation because I just need to clear my mind. And my job was like, okay, cool, go ahead. So, because I, explained to my job, what was going on. So I left and I went to another state and I looked around and I was like, okay, this is, a nice state for me to move to. So what I did, I was like, okay, what I need is someone to take my children until I get on my feet. So if you have a friend or family member that can take your children for a little while until you get back up on your feet, take them there. Take them there. Explain the situation. I'm leaving my partner and or husband, and I need you to keep my kids for a little while. So this is what I did. So I went on vacation. I came back. I called my landlord. I said, look, I can't stay here. My ex-husband is harassing me, stalking me, just causing havoc in my life. I have to leave this state. So the landlord agreed because, it was for my own safety and for my children's safety. So, that was okay. He's, said, okay, I understand I won't charge you or anything like that. So he did not. So then what I did was I called my family members. Please keep my children. Till I go get on my feet. So then I went to my job. I says, look, I have to resign immediately. I have to go. I said, I'm leaving the state. And they were like, "Dude, when your job tells you, please do leave, there's a problem. My job at the time told me every day that I was gone on vacation, my husband at the time called there every single day, looking for me every day. And that is psychotic. That is a psychopath. Okay. So you are dealing with someone that will not let you go and is psychotic and keeps harassing you and doing things to you to keep you stuck there. So you have to be strong enough to get out of it. So what I did, I packed up. I think I left all my furniture. Yeah, I think I left everything. I don't care. I had nice stuff. I mean, I had nice, beautiful stuff. I didn't care. Keep it. I'll get some more. I'll start all over fresh again. And that's what you have to be willing to do. You have to be willing to keep moving and leave everything where it is. Because a lot of you are going through this, and a lot of you don't understand that you have to have faith within yourself. Okay? They can't, the spirit guides, God, you know, they can't help you unless you help yourself. You got to help yourself. You got to learn to have faith in yourself. So this is why I'm telling my story, because this will help a lot of you women out there and men to get unstuck out of these toxic karmic relationships that you keep staying stuck in. And this is important. If not, bad things can happen. Because if I would have stayed stuck in that situation, I would not be here right now. I can guarantee you that, because this is how psychotic he was. And I'm not even done yet. I am not even done with the story yet, okay? Because it gets worse. It gets much worse. So anyway, so I went to another state, and I stayed in a hotel room. I stayed in a hotel room. Well, I took my kids first, got them situated with family, and then I went into the new state that I was moving to, and I got me a hotel room. And I got me a hotel room, and I looked for a job. And luckily, because I had a degree, and I had work experience, it was easy for me to get another job like that. So I got you know got a job, got into the company, explained to the company what was going on, and thankfully, it's like I said, there's people out here to help you. You have to want to help yourself. Okay, you have to get out of these toxic relationships. Tell people what's going on so they can help you get out of these toxic relationships that you're in. Not, I'm telling you, the it's important these days, because there's a psychotic, crazy people out here, especially these men and some of these women. Okay, they will do whatever. Women will say, "I'm pregnant," and knowing good and well they ain't pregnant. Okay, just to keep you there because they want that money. Okay, because they know that money is about to stop. So they're going to do and say whatever they have to keep you there. They will pull out all the tricks in the book, and if they have some personal business on you, oh, they'll try to use that too. Well, if you move to a whole nother state, how can they touch you? Okay, they can't do nothing if you move to a whole nother state. Okay, because that's exactly what I did. And like I said, when I explained the situation to my job, they were like, "Okay, we'll help you." They gave me an advance. They gave me an advance so I can get me an apartment, and then they gave me another advance so I can get furniture and so I can get my kids back. So my job is the ones that helped me, and these were Caucasian people, but I also had Black people that helped me, and they all came together and they helped me get back on my feet. They helped me get another car, everything. So you can get out of these situations. You just have to put your mind to it and stop staying stuck in these cycles that you keep going through, because if not, it's going to ruin your entire life. I, I'm explaining this now because I know there's a lot of people out here that are going through this right now, and they feel that they're stuck. And these women are holding on to men that don't want them. These men are holding on to women that don't want them. Okay, because of the children. Oh, we have to stay here for the kids. No, who and what law says that you have to stay with someone because you have children? There is no law. Okay, they bless you with like I bless. I'm very blessed to have two sons. Okay, thank you for my sons, but I gotta go. Okay, that's how I felt. Thank you, but I gotta go. This is not going to work out. Okay, because I am not going to continue to live in hell the rest of my life. I have other things in my life that I need to do, and if I keep staying in this situation, my life is going to be suppressed. Okay, I mean, it was toxic. We were throwing glasses at each other. I was jumping out of vehicles. I had black eyes, just bodily harm. Police was getting called, catching them cheating in our bedroom with other women. You know, you think less of yourself, and you keep staying stuck in the same situation, and it is toxic. It's toxic. You're not supposed to live your life like that. You're supposed to move on. You're supposed to be happy and find true love. Okay, that's not love. If you're going through all of that, that is not love. That is not true love. Trust and believe, that is not love. Okay, that is toxic. That's devilish and demonic is what you're dealing with, and karmic is what you're dealing with. Just because, and I know a lot of women, oh, we have kids. Okay, so what? And okay, what does that mean? You have kids, so yeah, you birth kids. What? Are you supposed to stay with that person? Okay, and he's treating you like crap. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. Or that man. Oh, I had kids by her. I have to continue to support her. No, you don't. That's what child support is for. Okay, and then another thing too. I don't want to hear about this. Situation because he tried this crap with me. Oh, I'm going to take the kids away from you. You're a bad mom and da da da. He was calling what do you call it these days? I forget, CPS or whatever they call it these days. Saying I'm a bad mother and this and that and the other, but there was no proof. Okay, so they'll try that little trick too. That don't work either because they have to prove it. Okay, and nine times out of 10 they can't prove it. And then for these men out here, that this woman, oh, I'm going to prevent you from seeing your children. They can't do that. Okay, so quit feeding into the lies. Okay, they can't prevent you from seeing your children, because once you pay that child support and you agree to pay that child support, guess what? In that child support hearing, you have the right to custody agreements. Okay, you get them 2 weeks out of the year, or however you want to work it out. So that crap about, oh, I'm not going to let you see your kids, y'all stop feeding into that BS, because it's a bunch of BS. Okay, y'all sit up here and listen to people that are trying to keep you that you don't damn want. Quit feeding into that BS. Okay, they cannot force you to a situation, and they cannot keep your children away from you. They can't do that. As long as you're paying that child support and you taking care of them kids, trust and believe, they cannot force you. And then in law, usually, like it was a situation with my son. He wanted my son, the youngest one, but I fathom why he wanted him when he had like all these other children. Okay, but it was just, he had this vendetta against me. Okay, this strong vendetta. So he was trying to take my youngest son. I was like, no, that would never happen. Okay, you will not get my youngest son. And so um, in the court, the action, the child, when they turn 13, what parent do they want to stay with? And then the child, well, that time, my son was like, I'm staying with my mom. I don't want nothing to do with him. Okay. Because, and then, be mindful that, they may have a hold on one child. And when they have a hold on one child, it kind of affects the other child. So you have to take your children, they might have to go through counseling as well as to get through all of it, because they have a vendetta against you because you left them. They now want to use children to get back at you, or use children to get back at you and your new partner. So that's what he was doing. He started doing that. He was trying to use my children to get back at my partner. Tell him, oh, that's not your father. You don't have to listen to him. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. So it kind of, it caused a lot of commotion within some of, my relationships because of that, because of him. So I just got to the point, okay, kids grow up, be mindful. Kids grow up, and then they start seeing the truth, and they start seeing what parent is doing what. Trust me, kids are very smart. Okay, even though they're little, they're very smart, and they see which parent is doing what. And then at one point, I let him take my sons for a little while. I said, because I never tried to keep him away from him, but I let him take him for a little while until I found out that he left him alone. He left him alone and went partying for a whole weekend and left him alone. And at the time, my youngest one was very little. And I said, okay, my sons were used to a house. They were used to, going to school. They were used to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, having food in the refrigerator, their snacks, going outside and playing, riding their bikes. They were used to structure because I had them in a structured environment. Go to him, and he just leaves them. Okay, they're calling me, Mom, I'm hungry. He's not here. We haven't seen him. I'm like, excuse me. So I made arrangements. I told him, I said, I'm coming to get my kids right now. Okay, you will not treat my kids like that. My kids are not used to that. Okay, they're used to a stable environment. So I went and got my kids, and that was the last time well, no, not the last time. I put him in, the next time he seen him, it was years that passed. The next time I let him see him when they were doing good in sports, because they were both in sports. So I said, okay, you can come, to one of their games, and you can come stay at my house in my spare bedroom. And that right there opened up another door. He thought that, his family was back together and this and that and the other. No, it's not that. It was about the children. When you separate for somebody, sometimes it's not about the children. And once I realized that it was not about the children, I'm just explaining all this to you guys so you guys know, okay? Because this is the type of games that, these men play and these women play, okay? Just to get back into your good graces, okay? And it's not about the children. It's about what you got going on, okay? And they're trying to get back with you because they realize they done lost you for good, okay? And you ain't coming back. So they're going to try to pull out all the stops they can to get you back. So this is why I'm explaining this to you, a lot of you guys, so y'all can get unstuck out of these situations that you're dealing with and all these lies that you're being fed by, the person that you're trying to leave. Because if not, you're going to keep staying in the same cycle. So anyway, after that situation, I said, you know what, I'm done. He can't, he can't see my children. Nope, can't see him. I said, nope, 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 nope. I'm done. I'm not playing these games with you because it's not about the kids. It's about me. Okay, you worried about what I got going on. So then, what was the next move? The next move was he kept following me from state to state to state. Okay, but then I caught on to that. So then, I moved to a couple of states, and then finally I moved to a state that he can't move to. So then at that point he started, but now at this point the kids are grown. Okay, they're grown on their own, doing whatever. Okay, they're grown. He can't use the kids no more. So who else you're gonna use now? Okay, my family. Okay, they know I don't deal with them nothing at all. So, and I had other relationships and stuff. But anyway, so he, kept moving to state, and then I finally moved to a state that he didn't move to. So then I was able to. I felt free. I felt free, and it's been a long time. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this happened back in 1996. Okay, I left him back in 1996. It took him 3 years to give me a divorce, and then he tried to hold up the divorce because he wanted me to keep his last name. And I told his lawyer, "You done lost your everlasting mind. I will not keep his last name." This is the kind of petty stuff that they will try to do. And even the women, They will try to do this stuff just to keep you. Men will try to keep you just like women will try to keep you. And a lot of you guys need to be mindful of this and get yourself unstuck out of these karmic situations. Okay, if someone is beating on you, talking about you, belittling you, not coming home at night, you don't know where they at, money missing, okay, all of this stuff, there's no give and take in a relationship, get out of it. Just get out of it. You're wasting your time, your breath, and your money, and your life is what you're doing. You're wasting your life away. And I found out later on that yeah, he realized he lost the best thing that he ever had. Yes, he did. He lost the best thing kicking. Yes, he did. He lost a star seed. Yes, he did. And he cried like a baby. Cried like a baby to his sister. His sister actually told me. And then also too, when you break away from him, you also or her, you have to break away from the entire family. You have to cut the whole damn family out because I'm not going to say blood is thicker than water, but they're going to report back everything that you're doing. Okay, so you have to cut off the whole situation. You can't, when you cut that off, you have to cut off the whole family. You have to cut off everything that existed between you and him, friends, family, everybody. You got to cut it all off, and you have to start a new, fresh leash on life. Okay, that's what you have to do. Don't don't continue to talk to the family because that was another mistake that I did. This is why I'm explaining this to you guys, okay? Because I kept a connection, with the sister because we had grew up together. We didn't grow up together, but we were friends, and we did a lot of things together. But not knowing that everything I was doing, and even to some states that I was moving to, I would let her come, not knowing that she was going to report back to him. So I said, okay, now I see I have to cut her off. So I got cut her off too. So this is what you have to do. You have to be strategic in your planning, and you have to get out of these toxic karmic cycles that you keep getting yourself put into. And you have to learn how to break away. So I hope my story helps a lot of you men and women out there. I really do, because Spirit told me to give you guys this message tonight because there seems to be a lot of you out there staying in situations that you're not supposed to be in for kids or finances and all of that. And if you're staying in a situation or marrying somebody for finances, that's not going to work out. Okay, that's going to end eventually. You might be happy and joy right now, but guess what? That situation is not going to work out because you were married just for money. Okay, you don't marry somebody for their money. You don't you don't work on somebody else's pockets. You work on your own pockets. Okay, you work on your own life purpose. That's what you're supposed to be working on, not somebody else's pocket. And that's what somebody else got in their wallet or what they say they can give you. It's supposed to be 50-50. You have yours, he has his, and you combine it together. That's what you're supposed to do. Not one person having less than the other one. And then you don't want to sit there and depend on somebody for money every day, all day. You want to depend on your own self. Okay, if that person, something happens to that person, what are you going to do? Okay, they leave you, what are you going to do? You're going to be left there stuck high and dry. And trust me, I've seen women like that. They sit up there and they got with a man because the man had money. Okay, and then that man left them, and now they're sitting in the corner crying some damn where because that man is gone, and that then she was too dependent on what was in his wallet, and now she don't got jack diddly squat. Okay, and she don't know how to get out there and work for herself. And then what that turns into, she started prostituting. Okay, she gets to prostituting and escorting, and where does that leave? Okay, that is only going to take you so far. Prostituting and escorting only going to take you so far because you're going to get old. Okay, you're going to get old, and then in these days, bad things can happen. Okay, you can get kidnapped, you can get human trafficked, you can get pregnant, don't even know who the daddy is. There's a lot of things that go along with that. And then here you are again, stuck again in a karmic type of cycle. So you have to be mindful of what you're out here doing and who you're dealing with, and not depend on somebody else's pockets. Okay, because people think money is everything. Money is every other thing, and how you treat money in your life. Just because somebody has money don't mean that they're happy. Trust and believe. I've been around lots of billionaires, millionaires, and people with uh, extravagant houses, cars, all of that. Football players, NFL players. I've been around them all. Trust me, I've been around them all. Okay, and a lot of them are not happy. I actually was fortunate to grow up in a very wealthy neighborhood, and a lot of those people that you see are not happy. Okay, a lot of them end up committing suicide because they are not happy with themselves or their lives. Okay, because they thought money and fame was going to bring them happiness. No, that does not bring you happiness. Okay, what you have within inside of you brings you happiness. What you want to do in your life for your life purpose will bring you happiness. That will bring you happiness, not what you got. It's not about what you got. Because if you're doing the right thing in life, the heavens, God, and the Holy Spirit is going to bless you with all financial abundance and those beautiful things that you want. But if you go out here and lie, steal, cheat, scam, okay, you're what you get, what you would get, you might get it. Yeah, you might get it, but it's only going to be temporary. Trust and believe, because it's all going to come crumbling down. So I wanted to share this message with you guys today because this is what they told me, the spirit guys, to talk to you guys about, because apparently there's a lot of y'all going through this. These fictitious people out here that got on these fake masks and trying to keep people that don't want them no more. If he don't want you, go. If she don't want you, go. Okay, plan. Or if you don't want to be there, go. Stop being in these toxic situations. Okay, stop, because I know I'm not. Okay, I'm quick to move on, and a lot of people don't like that. Okay, a lot of, there's a few that are very upset with me, because they didn't think I would go nowhere. Oh, no, 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 no. I learned my lesson a long time ago. Okay, with the first long relationship, marriage I was in, I learned my lesson a long time ago. I will not repeat the same thing. If you do not see my worth, you do not see my value, or you're trying to use me, oh, I gotta go. Bye bye. It's time to go. Okay. I'm not going to stay stuck in a situation I know it's not healthy for me in my life. If you are not there to uplift me, love me truly, unconditionally, and support me through, and vice versa, I have to do the same thing, vice versa. You know what? It's not going to work out. Okay. This is a 50-50 thing. Nothing about no 70-30, nothing about no 60-40, none of that. None of that 80-20, none of that. No. We're going to have to bring it all together. And yeah, it's okay if somebody makes more money than the other one. That's fine. But as long as you have an understanding that you're going to work together, because it's not all about that. Okay, who's going to cook? Who's going to clean? Okay, who's going to who's going to take the trash out? Okay, those type of things. Those are 50-50 type of things. Okay, what bill you gonna pay? What bill you gonna pay? Okay, those type of things. The kids, who gonna take the kids to practice this week? Who gonna take the kids to practice next week? Those type of things. That's unity. That's what you want. You want unity. True love is unity. And if you're not getting that, okay, it's not gonna happen. And if you see that, the how can I put it, the sexual drive has gone down as well, guess what? That means somebody is not interested any longer. So that's a problem too. That needs to be addressed as well up front. If that other person is stepping out, well, guess what? They're not interested in you anymore. Go, leave. It's time to go. The passion is died out, so it's time to move on. Okay, because the feelings aren't there anymore. And stop trying to force situations that are not there. That's what a lot of y'all do. Y'all try to force these situations that are not there. Okay, stop. All you're doing is hurting yourself. Okay, move on. Move on. Okay, for your own sense of life, your own happiness. Okay, that's what the key to it is. The key to the universe is for you to be happy and for you to fulfill your own dreams. Okay, that's what it is, the pursuit of happiness. And that's what you want to continue to have, the pursuit of your own happiness, not somebody else's happiness. If they ain't making you happy, guess what? Move on. Move on. Okay, because you can love yourself and be happy in the same breath. Because I love myself. So no one can tell me or do anything to me, because I love myself and I know who I am and I know my worth. Okay, and if they can't see my worth, guess what? You don't deserve to be in my life. And I don't care if you're family, friend, or foe. Okay, you don't deserve to be in my life. And if I see you doing negative things to try to deter me off my path, guess what? you don't deserve to be in my life because I got a mission, I got a purpose, I got things to do, okay, while I'm on earth, okay? So I hope this helped you guys. I really do. Um, I have a lot of stories to share. I have a lot of stories, you guys, lots of stories. But they wanted me to speak about that today because apparently a lot of you guys are going through this. And then you need to learn to let go. Let go. Let go, and what is it? Let go and let God. That's what you guys need to do. Let go and let God. Okay. But you also have to put the effort in yourself. Okay. Like I said, strategically plan. Okay. That's all you need to do. Strategically plan your move. Okay. And if you need help, ask somebody. Okay. Sometimes it's best to ask a stranger because believe it or not, besides my, my family, keeping my aunt, keeping my boys, strangers help me. Strangers help me. People I didn't even know. They helped me get on my feet. They were like, because they're not going to sit there and let someone continue to get abused. Okay. They want to see you move forward in life. Okay. For your own happiness. So get help if you need help. Okay. All right, guys. Love you guys. I'm also changing up some stuff. I have added the chosen ones um, to my channel, Royal High Priestess Pisces, and I'm going to be doing a collective reading after this. So if you'd like to join, that would be great. So are you RH negative? My mom is B negative. She was ET side chick. Yes, Joshua, I am RH negative. Yes, I am. I am a divine being. I am blessed to be a divine being. And unfortunately, because of toxic karmic family members and relationships that I was in, they kept my gifts suppressed. But now my gifts are out, and now I'm here to share them with the world. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm going to be doing my collective chosen ones. This is for Pisces because I'm a Pisces, and I'm going to be, doing messages for you guys. I also will try to do your daily messages, but I really want to just keep this as spiritual guidance and for real world experiences that you are currently going through, because you already know what you're going through. You just need advice and knowledge how to get out of these situations that you're dealing with. And this is what I'm here to give you is the educational knowledge to strategically maneuver through the that you're experiencing in your life. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching Royal High Priestess Pisces. And I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Okay, God bless everybody. And I'm going to do I'll do y'all's daily messages because I know some of y'all like the daily messages, my little creativity that I do for y'all with the, your daily messages with the tarot cards and, other things, that I use. So I'll give y'all those messages tonight as well. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. Love, peace, and your happiness, not someone else's happiness. Love, peace, and your happiness. God bless, guys. Have a good one.